Glenn Beck is going to do one of his usual drama queen rants here, and listen to what he says about his choice for president, Ted Cruz.
I watch him, and I'll watch him on stage, or I'll watch him, in debate, and I'll be like, Ted, you should have done X, Y, or Z. Yeah, but I'm not carrying also the burden that he's carrying. And I will tell you, from Mike Lee, the burden, these guys actually believe it, like we believe it. And imagine being in a position to where you believe it. You believe the country is at the end. You believe that God is telling you, step up to the plate. You believe that you, just like Moses, may be slow in speech and not the perfect guy, but if you get in there, you can actually do something, and you've tried to stay loyal. Do you know what that life is like for 2 years? Of tearing yourself apart, of, please, Lord, just tell me, just tell me, just tell me. I'll do it, just tell me. And the burden of, I blew it. Oh my gosh, I don't want to be them.
I find Glenn Beck terrifying, fascinating, strange. I think he's repeatedly on the verge of a mental breakdown. I mean, look at the stuff he says there, and this is such a big difference between the so-called far left in America and the actual far right, people like Glenn Beck. At what point did he even flirt with policy substance there? Nowhere to be found. He's not talking about ways to make people's lives better. Hey, raise the minimum wage. Hey, maybe the NSA shouldn't spy on all of us all the time. Hey, maybe we shouldn't send our fucking young men and women to die in overseas unnecessary wars. Never. You heard him. He said, and I quote, talking about Ted Cruz here, "You believe God is telling you to step up to the plate." Stop invoking Harry Potter and Narnia and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe into your rants. Why the fuck would God want Ted Cruz to be president? What are you talking about? What does that mean? But he's brainwashed. He really believes it. He's a lunatic. God wants Ted Cruz. Did you know Ted Cruz's dad, Rafael Cruz, gave an interview to some Christian, radio show or whatever it was. And he said, no, we sat down and we prayed over it. And then there was an angel that came to Ted Cruz and said, you must be president. You have to run. You believe that angels picked you to be president? You believe God is telling you to step up to the plate. On that alone, disqualified. Because you're not just religious in that case, you're a fundamentalist. So you drank the Kool-Aid, you really believe it. I don't want you anywhere near government any more than I want the fucking Saudi theocracy to stay in place and crush their population with Sharia. These are Christian theocrats. These people believe in Christian Sharia. They think they're getting their marching orders from God. You ain't talking to God, bitch. You're talking to yourself in your own head. You think you're talking to him, but if you actually believe he responds, well, then you're a paranoid schizophrenic, and you need Thorazine, and you need Seroquel, and you need a straitjacket. And that's what these guys are on the verge of, man. It's either that, or they use this to just get power because they're narcissists. And, they have that complex where they must control everything. But either one of those things, not okay. Because they're not telling you they care about raising the minimum wage. They're not telling you they care about healthcare. They're not telling you they care about the economy. They're trying to pretend like this is this, cosmic war going on. And we are the forces of good and everybody else is evil. Democrats evil. Muslims evil. You trust these guys with the ability to press that red nuclear button? If you do, you're out of your fucking mind. As Glenn Beck said right there, Ted Cruz, he's like Moses. He's got that burden. No, the only people that would have a burden is the entire country if Ted Cruz becomes president, because who knows where that would lead us. I don't want to find out.